Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is John Youngquist, and I'm the principal at East High School. Love being the principal at East High School and really happy to be able to have you join us here tonight for an introduction into who we are and what we are about at East. It has been an interesting year for all of us, I know. So wherever you've been, if you've been at home studying or if you've had some time at school, I hope the year has been going well for you. We actually just began with our in-person students yesterday, and it was an exciting day. It was just great to have everybody back in place. So it is wonderful to have you here as well. This evening, we're gonna have a presentation for you, and we're gonna allow you to get into some departmental breakout rooms to meet teachers, to have lots of conversation around our academic programs as well. But we wanna start with kind of an overview of who we are and what we're about. We are a school that is here to serve our really broad-ranging Denver community. We have students that come here from every corner of the metro area and beyond to learn every day, and we're incredibly proud of that. So you'll get a sense this evening of who we are as a school, what our programs are about, and you'll have an opportunity, again, to ask questions a little bit later, but we're gonna kick it off with a little bit of a video to share with you a little bit of what it feels like to be an East Angel.
Angel, you feel it.
The legacy that's been built with purpose and pride.
Not just by the students from long ago, but by each of us.
Each of the thousands of students, teachers, and leaders who have found their place
And made their mark at East High School.
We come here because we are ready for the challenge, the reward.
Of opening our minds to people with backgrounds and ideas
different from ours.
In turn, we take to the classroom, court, field, and stage
With curiosity and passion.
East High School is one of the best high schools in the state of Colorado.
Thanks to the legacy in each and every one of us.
We are the Angels, and this is East.
East is big, it's true, about 2,500 students. But big isn't really about how many students we have, it's about big opportunities for all of us.
So East High School is about each and every individual student. It's every student that walks up into our school and is wondering what's here for me. We're able to be responsive to that and to help them experience the success that carries them forward into life.
Honestly, it's kind of like going to a small college with the size of our student body. But then once I found my crowd and my passions and everything that I love to do, I love it.
At East, academic class selection is endless and available to all students.
The courses at here are way different from everybody else, and we offer courses that nobody else has.
I just think it's really cool that we're one of the only high schools that offers a genetics class.
So this is a financial algebra class.
That's correct. Is your car cost?
We basically learn how to take math and apply it to the real world.
Incredible teachers teach kids how to think, not what to think. How to see a problem and solve it themselves. It's that's pure magic. Then that's East High School.
Freshmen take 5 academic classes per semester, including the requirements of honors geography.
This information is organized by country, by continent,
and one of 4 foreign languages.
I have heritage Spanish speakers, non-heritage Spanish speakers, and they bring so much to the classroom. It's fun to just teach who's sitting in front of me every day and learn about them.
I know all my kids' names. I know when they're missing. Most of the teachers here are like that. It allows kids to feel safe that if they don't understand something, that they can always go in and talk to the teacher.
They're always here after school. They're here during lunch. They're in the libraries for study table. It's actually kind of hard to fail at this school.
Electives at East are a way to follow your passion or to try something totally new.
When I came into East, I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do. I ended up taking choir all 4 years, on a whim.
As a freshman, you choose 2 electives. We'll show you just a few of them.
So this is Stagecraft for ETC, East Theater Company. We build sets for the musicals and the fall play.
So this one I priced at about $800. Okay,
This is entrepreneurship. We're working on service businesses.
I'm hoping to go to CU for like Leeds Business School, so this is a good start.
So we have 3 teams who finished first.
This class is the Introduction to Engineering and Design class. Honors. We're just having a little bit of fun figuring out the Inventor modeling software.
So Yearbook, we're a student-led class. It teaches you a lot of life skills in this class, and also we have to collect ads from businesses.
We just try to capture the spirit of East throughout the year.
I believe that the arts programs are the heart and soul of the school, honestly. We have offerings for kids who are really experienced and for kids who are brand new beginners.
Theater is a place for everybody. We did Footloose this year. You just get to spend so much time bonding with other students.
I really like the community of my class. Like, it's a smaller class and everyone knows each other and it's more on a personal level.
Like in 1960, we get to go to speech tournaments. They can be in and around the state of Colorado, and they can be across the country.
Last year when I came to East, I definitely was at the bottom of the class. I could play the sax, but not very well. And now in this jazz band, like up at the top with everyone else.
2 band teachers, 2 choir teachers, not to mention the visual art, which, I think we have 5 teachers in the visual art program.
They help mold a lot and help sculpt us into better artists, I feel.
East is a place where interest meets action. You'll need 2 semesters of a team sport to graduate, or some classes provide gym credit. Dance is a sport, so is weightlifting, so is lifetime activities. A gym class where students mentor their peers with disabilities.
Go for it. Yes!
Many sports don't make cuts, and many have freshmen as well as JV and varsity teams.
Girls tennis, for example, we're a no-cut sport. This year we're looking at possibly having 96 girls on the team with various levels. And while not all sports are like that, there is a philosophy here that if you want to be involved, the opportunity is there for you to be involved.
Sports at East are so much more than practices, games, and of course, winning. They are community.
I play volleyball and I've really gotten to meet a ton of new people and just really kind of find myself here at East.
The feeling of traveling is like excitement, playing with like all these other teams and just experiencing like how they play.
It's my first year running cross country. I have experienced so many like hard moments and then had my friends help me get through those hard moments, and it's just been a really good learning experience.
Sports fans aren't just parents. They're our peers.
Like sports, clubs welcome everyone.
Club Fair! Trying to get people to sign up for Shakespeare Club.
We're looking for clubs to join.
Video game club.
The book club.
Skateboard club.
And women's club. Business and American Club. East Theater Company.
A sustainability club.
Yes.
Got it. We are privileged to be surrounded by angels of so many different backgrounds and beliefs.
At first there's going to be culture shock, but it's beneficial to have so many different people here.
Diverse environments are healthy environments, and know that what has been preached in this building is actually our strength.
Having that sense of awareness about other people and other cultures is something that's like definitely being an angel.
I think an East Angel means open-minded, caring.
There were so many different people, and there was a place for me wherever I wanted to be, whatever I wanted to do.
It's just like a big sense of belonging. Bottom line, angels support one another.
That means from the field and stage to services and programs like college counseling and mentoring classes.
East has what each of us needs to succeed.
East High School is our proving ground, our playground,
and our peace of mind.
We are the angels,
and this is East.
What I love is that just so authentically represents our angels. It's fun to see those students that we know that we haven't seen as much of at Moments this year, and we're really thrilled about like where they've come, how they've evolved through this year. You know that we're Denver's largest high school, about 2,550 students. We're the highest rated comprehensive high school. We just received our latest graduation rate, which we're thrilled about. I'm going to show you a little bit of that kind of data, as I know that you have interest in what's going on in a moment. But first, our statement of purpose relates to who we are as a community, that at Denver East, our caring community of unique individuals is driven by our great strength, our diversity. And this has been a year that we have found to value our diversity in lots of ways, as we have not been as close and connected. We have found the power of understanding that at East High School, Black lives matter. And at East High School, we gain value from being together and from working together and from learning together. And that academic, artistic, and cultural learning experiences develop the whole person and propel every angel to success and learning in life. And so our students do incredibly well on the kinds of academic outcomes that people are interested in looking at, SAT scores and outcomes and growth in those areas and steps toward college and career and beyond. And we're proud of that effort, but we're also really proud of who they are as they develop through their passions at East High School. And we know that that whole realm is what allows a student to become even more strong academically. There are all kinds of accolades that our students achieve here. Obviously, the We the People Constitutional Law team has been one that over the years has had 4 national championships, the last one in 2019, the last opportunity we had, and their current state champions also heading virtually to a national championship, we hope in the next couple of months. And our DECA program, our business-related program, is also a national winner and has received incredible recognitions, as have so many other programs. The arts at East were represented as being so incredible and important. And standing next to Werda Utsi, who's one of our incredible social studies teachers on your left, is Jordan Castile. And I saw this earlier as we were going through the presentation and remembered that I had this awesome Jordan Castile book. Jordan, was a relatively recent graduate of East High School, has reached national and international fame through her incredible artwork. And you likely or may have seen this work at the Denver Art Museum not so long ago. But whether it is the visual arts, whether it is instrumental music or vocal music, there's so much there to be had. And then the incredibly rich history in our amazing alumni. Many of you watching may have connections to East High School. You may be alumni at East High School. And so you may have sat in the same seats as many of these incredible people that we know so well in our lives beyond East High School. And whether we're entertained or we are just really appreciative of the people they are in our community, we value our history, and students walk by that history and around that history, knowing they're a part of that history and experience every day at East High School. All right, a little bit of East by the numbers. We are a school of about 2,550 students. Our typical 9th grade class is about 650 students, and that is our target every year to be at around the 2,500 number for our students. We do have a really large graduating class that is leaving this year, so that number is going to drop a bit in terms of the total school size, but we'll still have a class of 650. You see the beauty of our diversity East High School. And not only do students come from every corner of our city, all kinds of students come from every corner of our city. And that is the experience that we cherish, is being together, learning about each other's lives and valuing each other at East High School. Our average class size is around 28 students through the courses, freshman through the senior year. Our graduation rate just increased. It was at 93.6% for 2019. Our 2020 graduation rate is 95.7%. And we're proud that students of every demographic leave East High School at a graduation rate of over 90%. We work with our students, we support them, track them forward and support them forward every moment of their experience at East. Our attendance rate is strong. We've sustained that online, which is a wonderful thing as well. And as I said, when you're looking at SAT scores and outcomes, a little bit later you'll hear about the academic programs that students connect to as they leave East and the career-oriented experiences. There is strength there for our students, and they step out with the kind of support that students need in our world to achieve well in college and choose the college that they want, with over around $16 million in scholarships the last time we counted in 1920. All right, so the core of our strength really is our people, right? We're proud of the people that are here serving our students and community at East High School. So how do you make a school of 2,500 students seem smaller for students? One of the young people in the video mentioned, you find your people, you find your passion, you find your people. You connect with the smaller groups that are there to be with you over the course of time at East High School. We have now about 220 staff members. So when you break down those numbers, it's close to 10 or 11 students per staff member. And we know that the relationships that we develop with those young people, understanding that those connections help the school feel smaller to young people, help them have access to caring staff members is what matters most. So when you see the number of teachers, the number of administrative support, the activities, student services team, our nurse, our resource that we just brought on about 1.5 years ago is our Denver Health School-based clinic. And that has been an incredible resource on site here for students and families to gain all of the health care that they need, in addition to the supports that we provide. And just know that when we're talking about our counselors and deans and social workers and school psychologists, they're top notch. I've worked in a lot of schools, a lot of districts, and I'm really, really proud of the people that we have here to serve our angels. All right, so it is choice season, and choice is going to end in just a couple of weeks, just over a couple of weeks. We know that you have a choice to make, and we know that you're looking for the right fit for your 8th grader into high school. And one of the things that we believe is that East High School has the opportunities, and you'll continue to see that, for young people to find their passion and create their experience. Now, when you choose for East, if you put East number 1 on your choice, electronic choice form, and you live in the East High School boundary, this is your school, right? This is your neighborhood school, and placing us number 1, it gives you a 100% chance to become an East Angel. If you live in the Denver Public Schools, if you live in Denver, but outside of the East boundary area, the choice process will allow us to accept about 50 to 60% of the people that have listed East as their first choice. So in all fairness, we wanted to share with you what that was about. But then again, we have the window represented here. So make sure you put us first. We're looking forward to having the opportunity to invite you to East High School. Make sure that choice is in by February 16th. And the questions that you have regarding the school choice process can be found at the schoolchoice.dpsk12.org website. There are a lot of questions to be had. People ask a lot of questions about the priority system that is there. The first and most important one is within the boundary system, and then the priorities continue from there. So I wish you luck. I wish you luck this evening and through February 16th as you are learning about schools, connecting with people to get your questions answered. We're really looking forward to seeing you as an East Angel 8th grader, and you, parents and families, as East Angels in our community. Thanks for spending this time with us this evening. And I would like to hand the presentation off to one of our incredible 9th grade counselors, Bonnie LaFleur.
Thank you so much, Mr. Youngquist. I did want to go over the different programs of study that are offered here at East High School. So many people love coming to East High School because we have so many different classes. It's a big school, and having a big school allows us to take so many wonderful classes. And so with that, we have lots of advanced placement classes, over 28 AP offerings starting in 11th and 12th grade. In 11th and 12th grade, those AP classes start in 10th grade. We have honors and regular course options in 9th and 10th grade. Honors classes might have a little bit more rigor, sometimes a little bit more work outside of class. Regular class options might have a little bit more support provided for students in those classes. And so at East, so many different types of classes. I just can't keep saying it, but just look at visual arts. We have ceramics, drawing and painting, digital art design, photography, wood tech. And in those, we have different levels. So not just ceramics, but 3 levels of ceramics, not just draw paint, but 3 levels of drawing and painting. You saw some of those performing arts in the video. And so speech and debate, theater, dance, instrumental music. We are proud to offer so many different world languages, including Spanish, French, Chinese, and Japanese. We are now starting to offer also American Sign Language. We also have many classes offered in our business and our engineering pathways. And so those classes are awesome because you don't just take one class, but the classes are linked through the years. And then through time, families can sometimes get internships in those pathways. Students also will take their different course classes. And so as freshmen, they will take either English 1 or English 1 honors. And so again, honors might be a little bit more rigor, a little bit more work outside of class. But our teachers are also really awesome about supporting them with that additional rigor. Math, we have some different choices: Algebra 1 honors, and Geometry honors. Some students are interested in Algebra 2. We do offer Algebra 2 honors to students if they pass the assessment. And so we will have those assessments offered based on our Choice of Studies nights. And so those will be in the spring. I'll go over those in a little bit. Every student at East takes both biology honors and geography honors. And that is because we believe every student should take some honors classes to have exposure to the rigors of honors classes. And for some students, it's just being in that honors class, seeing what those challenges are, gives them the confidence to start taking more honors classes and more AP classes in their junior and senior year. World language, again, I had mentioned Spanish, French, Japanese, Chinese, and American Sign Language. And then you take 2 additional electives. And some of those could be academic support, the engineering, speech, art, band, choir, AVID, Uplift. Also, students are able to take AP and concurrent enrollment offerings, but that is more available in that junior and senior year. Choice of Studies nights. And so I had mentioned we will have 3 designated evenings or online events for incoming 9th graders to choose their classes. And that will be after school, after choice letters have been mailed. And so we are looking forward to those nights. And that is, I believe, April 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's 3 evenings in April. And so more information about that will be available on the East website. Basically, what's going to happen during those meetings is we will have counselors facilitating either group in-person meetings or group online meetings to help you choose your classes for your freshman year. And I'd like to pass this over to Miss Bethany Goodman to talk about the different resources and supports available here at East.
Hi, my name is Bethany Goodman, and this is my 6th year at East High School. It is the most incredible community of people, and it really is the students here that make it what it is. And the other thing that makes it so special is the amount of resources that we are able to provide to students to make sure that they have what they need to be successful. So starting with that, Miss LaFleur and I are both dedicated counselors to 9th graders only. We know it is such a unique year for students as they're transitioning from smaller middle schools and not only academically making those adjustments, but socially and emotionally and finding their community and activities and sports to be a part of. And we just absolutely love being a part of helping students get connected and supporting them along the way. We also are a school that offers AVID. AVID is a course that is an application-based course. It is a class that is meant for supporting students who are traditionally underrepresented on college campuses and giving them those extra resources and supports with college admission and scholarship application. The good news is that also throughout all of our 9th grade courses, many AVID principles are implemented into those courses. For example, organizational strategies, test-taking skills, study skills, all of those things we know are so important for 9th graders to know how to do to be successful, not only in high school, but also after high school. In a traditional school year, we also have free after-school tutoring. So I'm going to show you here in a little bit what our normal, hopefully we'll be back to that soon, bell schedule looks like, but we traditionally have tutoring in the library that is free for students every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's always a math teacher there, an English teacher there, a science teacher, a social studies teacher, and they can go to those areas of the library and get extra support if they need it. There's also tutorial time, which is on Thursdays, and that is every Thursday afternoon from 1:15 to 2:15. So we always like to say that successful students at East don't think of their school day as ending at 1:15. They think of it as ending at 2:15 and really take advantage of that time, that time with their specific teachers in their classes, getting extra support, catching up on anything that they missed. If they had a doctor's appointment, that's a good time to get caught up, or just having that added enrichment and challenge if they're wanting it in their coursework. In addition to 2 of us meant for 9th grade, we have a team of 9 counselors. We are very proud of that. We are a very tight team. So we sadly have to part with your student, but we hope they still swing by to see us, and they go on to their 10th, 11th, and 12th grade counselor, and they just continue to dive even deeper into connecting those dots with what they're doing in high school to prepare them for what they want to do after high school. We also partner with Denver Scholarship Foundation, just an incredible staff. They've become part of our East family as well, and they help our students with college admissions, and like we mentioned on a previous slide, over $15 million in scholarships just for our East students. We also have an organization called EFAF, that stands for East Angel Friends and Alumni Foundation. And these are all kinds of resources that are available to students who receive free and reduced lunch. So at any point, if our students need help with school supplies, with getting books for classes, with bus passes, any of those things, the EFAF office is the place to go. Also, we have a course called Angels for AP Excellence, and that is a course to helping all of our students in our AP classes feel supported and welcomed and a part of that community. And so we are working really diligently to make sure that what we are doing as a building ensures that the diversity, which we value so much as a school, is represented within our AP coursework. So that incredible team of staff and students are there to brainstorm around that, figure out how to reach out to students, how to get the word out, and make sure that everyone feels supported and a sense of belonging in those courses. We also have a very large percentage of our students who identify as gifted and talented or diverse advanced learners, and we have a lot of supports in place as well for that community and different places that they can go and people that they can check in with as they're working on their advanced learning plans and how to work with their teachers on that. We have peer tutoring where students can work with an 11th or 12th grade student who is in more advanced coursework than they are in getting academic support. We have a A+ Angels mentoring class where community mentors come in to our building and connect with our students one-on-one once a week. And then we also have a Link Crew, which is a leadership group of our 11th and 12th grade students who really connect with our 9th graders specifically and almost play a big brother, big sister role with them and helping their transition from middle school to high school and having those smaller, tighter knit communities and someone that they can check in with and get questions answered from a peer perspective or have that peer support. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I did want you all to be able to see what in a traditional school year, what our bell schedule looks like. So typically on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, students will do every single course. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays, they are longer block days where students can dedicate that time for projects and classwork that takes a little bit longer period of time. And then you'll notice in the yellow, these are all the supports that I just mentioned and how that is built into our schedule. Another question that we frequently get is, where do our students go after high school? And this is really exciting because really the answer is everywhere. And we have students that go to four-year universities, community colleges, military academies, highly selective Ivy Leagues, and everything in between. So you'll see kind of over on the right-hand side, some universities, how many of our students were accepted to those in-state universities, and also those very highly selective out-of-state universities, such as Stanford, Harvard, Dartmouth, Brown, and Columbia. So with this, I am going to kick it off to the wonderful T. McDonald, our activities director.
Thank you, Bethany. Good evening. So my job at East, well, first let me say that I've been at East for a very long time. My own children have gone through East. I have a niece and nephew at East, and other family members went to East. So I've been connected with East for a very long time, and I'm excited to be a part of it. My job is really to get your student involved in high school. And there's a whole host of ways that that can happen. We're very proud of the number of clubs we have. In any given year, we have 50 or more clubs. Students can join them at any time. There's just a couple of exceptions there. It's easy to start your own. So if you don't see something you like, you come see me. I help you get that going. In a normal year, we have a club fair, and that's outside on the E during lunch, and all the clubs kind of are represented, and students can shop for clubs and see what fits them. If you are interested in looking at the clubs, they are online and the website is up there. This year we did a club fair virtually, so it's videos of the different clubs, and there is a club list. I'm also in charge of all the events. So I handle all of the dances, and for 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, there are 3 per year that we really encourage students to attend. They're a lot of fun, and they're all very different. We do the pep rallies, which is another fun thing to get involved in. That's really where you see the East spirit come alive. We have activities during lunch, and then I help the clubs with fundraising also. Also, freshmen, I am the advisor for student council, and freshmen can join student council. They typically run in November, and that puts them in the class for the second semester. And those are non-positioned spots. So we don't have a president and a vice president. Kind of the theory behind that is that they find their way, and natural leaders emerge, and some people would rather be the worker bee than the one running the show. So we kind of give them a chance to get their feet wet, see what's happening. They help plan activities. It is an elective class, and it is sometimes you have to change your schedule second semester, but then we have another election in the spring. So if that isn't what freshmen want to do, then we encourage those that maybe are interested to run in the spring. And anyone can run. It's not limited to at all. Anyone can run. The only thing we ask, of course, of your student leaders, that you keep your grades up. So that's pretty much everything that my office encompasses. I am located in room 100. And again, in a normal year, that office is usually very busy with all the different things that are going on in the school. So I hope that if you end up coming to East, that your student or students, if you're watching, that you come by and check it out. And I think now I'm going to pass this on to Michael Tasker.
Thank you, Ms. McDonald. Hi, I'm Michael Tasker. I am the Assistant Athletic Director. I'm filling in tonight for our Athletic Director. We are actually doing our first round of basketball games this evening, so it's been busy down here. We just want to talk to you real quick about what we do in athletics. Kind of the same as T, we want to get everybody as involved as possible. This here is the list of all the athletics sports we offer and break it out by season. So fall sports start around August, winter before Christmas break, spring typically start around March or April, and then spirit teams all the way through. And then you can see some of our club teams there at the bottom as well. We'll have this list for you in our breakout too. Just want to give you a quick peek. Thank you. So just a few things on why we feel it's important in athletics, just kind of where it takes you later in life, some of the things that instills in you, and where it can progress you through later in life, and other things you want to do if you're involved in the extracurricular activities in high school. The results from more recent studies suggested that participation in high school sports related with higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher scores on standardized tests for athletes when compared to non-athletes. So it gives you that little bit of an extra drive. And that's kind of our motivation to get you involved in sports as well, because it will make sure that you are doing what you need to be in the classroom also. There is one piece that you will get: participation in one full sport will give you a PE credit. So basically you will not have to take a PE class for participating in that sport. You can do that twice, but after that it will only count for the 2 times. And I think that's all we have for us. We have a breakout right after this, just the first one at 7 o'clock, and I will kick it back to Miss Goodman to close us out here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tasker. And at this part of the evening, we really want to give you all the opportunity to dive a little bit deeper into many of our different departments. If you want to write down on a sheet of paper, we're also going to put this in the Zoom chat, this link that you see on the screen. It is east.dpsk12.org/breakout rooms. And the way that we've designed this is that you can choose up to 3 different breakout sessions to learn more and dive a little bit deeper, connect with some of our staff and students, and hear about what it is like to be an East Angel from their perspective. So this list, actually, we have a few more that aren't included on the screen in front of you, but when you go to this link, and I think that Ms. LaFleur is going to put that in the Zoom chat for all of you to be able to access, just make sure that you write it down or you have a separate tab open so that you know where to go back to when the time changes. Also, if you informally pop in and out, feel free to go to more than 3 if you have more than 3 interests. Our teachers are very flexible and they want you to be able to gather as much information as you can. I'll come back to the screen in just a minute, but I also just wanted to let you know to stay informed and get connected with us online. We do have an Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. And after your evening with us, if you have additional questions, please post them at the website listed at the bottom of this page, and we will connect with you to get those questions answered. Thank you so much. I know we're running a little behind schedule, but take all the time that you need with our staff and students, but please just be mindful of their evening ending at 8 o'clock. Thank you again, and now I'm going to dismiss you to choose your different breakout sessions. Thank you.